welcome back to Woman on Fire TV. I am your host, Allison, and we're at the reception of My Roommates and Escort. We have with us here today one of the actors, and this is your camera over here. We're having a lot of fun. These people, well, it's a comedy, right? Web-based comedy called My Roommates and Escort. So we have David Emmanuel, and he plays the character of Ricky. So tell us a little bit about what Ricky does, who he is, why is Ricky Ricky?
Well, I like to imagine that Ricky hangs out at sketchy, seedy bars a lot with his wife, Rhonda. And, Ricky just wants to have a good time most of the time. If you see the series, Ricky maybe does something that's not so legal, but just trying to have some fun. Ricky and Rhonda just maybe a little live outside the box, but, don't do what Ricky does. But Ricky's like fun to watch, but don't live by Ricky's example.
Okay, so we're not going to follow Ricky's example, people. When you look at the show, My Roommates and Escort, do not follow Ricky's example, okay?
You can laugh, it's funny, but it's also like, don't do what Ricky does.
Okay, so don't follow Ricky. This is what he's trying to tell you. He's not a nice person to follow.
No. Good eyeliner, though.
He has
Good black eyeliner and good black nail polish, but other than that, don't.
Okay, great. So how long have you been an actor? Because I've talked to a number of the actors, and a lot of them seem to have, been in the acting industry for quite a while. Are you a newbie, an oldie? Have you been there for a while? Or?
I guess it all depends. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I used to perform in church choirs and do school plays. So in that sense, I've been acting, I think formally in the industry, probably like 5 or 6 years now. Katie is one of the first people I met in the industry. We've done some projects together before, My Roommates and Escort. This being one of the really most fun I've ever worked on with her. I have a bit of a perform in different languages. I come from theater, so that's where my heart is always. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. You said you speak different languages. What's your background?
My parents are, my dad's from Portugal, and my mom's parents are from Portugal, but my mom was born in Angola, and if you don't know where that is, that's in Africa. So it's a little bit, I lived in Portugal for a bit as a kid, moved here. So in my household, I grew up speaking Portuguese and English at the same time. And I still have little phrases that some of my friends who I guess don't have another language, I'll say something like, close the lights. And apparently that's not correct, but I know it, but it's just, in my house, it's always been like, close the lights, or certain foods. And I'm sure do you speak any other languages yourself? No. So if any... The cussing is the most important thing. You have to learn how to cuss and how to ask for food, I think, are the two most important things in any language.
You're hungry, like in Creole, I can say, "Boy, grangu," which means I'm hungry.
Yes.
Yes.
Life-saving. And cussing, because then you need to cuss at someone who doesn't feed you.
Who doesn't give you the food. So that's good. So tell me something. What is one of the challenges? Because we always hear about the success, and we're here at the reception. Your launch was on the 3rd. Things are going great. You're being interviewed all over the place. What is one of the challenges you found with being on this show?
Me personally, one of the challenges. When I was shooting doing this shoot, I was in 2 shows, and I'm also finishing on my degree at York University. So I was managing work and school, and then 2 other projects, and one of them was in French, which is my 3rd language. So it was a time where I showed up to set, and I just looked at Kate, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm so glad it's you on set right now, because this would not work out very well." But it's worked out. I mean, she was an amazing director, an amazing writer, and just such a supportive person. So that smoothed things up. But when I shot the show, it was one of the craziest periods I've ever experienced in my life.
Okay, awesome. Well, it takes a lot to get to your dreams. And that's what, Woman on Fire embraces. Those people who are bold enough to go to their dreams. You're in school, you're acting, you're working. So that's amazing. So you're a man on fire. Forget being a woman on fire. You're a man on fire.
Women on fire make men on fire.
Isn't he great?
A lot of my drive and tenacity comes from my mom. She was the first woman allowed in the military in Portugal.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Was a woman on fire and then working with fire.
Well, his mom was the first woman, if you didn't hear that, to be in the military, to be in the military in Portugal.
As an officer.
Wow, as an officer, oh my God. You know what I love? I love my own platform because I get to meet and learn the most amazing things from people. So who would have ever thought? You're the product of the first woman, yes, in the military in Portugal. You heard it here first.
And she was a nurse there, came here, did nursing here as well, and huge advocate for mental health. And I mean, I'm talking about my mom on a comedy, but like women on fire make other people on fire.
And that's what we're about. I mean, creating, substance, creating something for other people to follow and to be inspired by. So I'm inspired by your mom.
And I'm inspired by you.
And he's inspired by me. So we're all inspired over here on Woman on Fire. So, David, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Wish you the best of luck with this series. Hopefully it gets to be on TV because that's what...
And I mean, online platforms aren't a new thing. So Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, we're looking at you as well.
Awesome. Yeah, because, anybody around the world, I mean, I like Global TV and Rogers and whatever, but I think being on a web-based program is so much more accessible for people from anywhere in the world. Portugal, Brazil, Trinidad, Jamaica, wherever. You can tune in and look at this show. Where can we find you? Where can we see your gorgeous, handsome face?
Well, I'm on Instagram and on Twitter, David Emmanuel. And I have a few little projects coming out. I can't really give the names right now, but take a look, and I'll be in a show here or there that you might see on TV soon.
Okay, awesome. And where can we find you on My Roommates and Escort?
Where? Well, you can find it on YouTube, and I'm in episode 6 with the lovely Barbara, who just interviewed not long ago.
Awesome. So he's on episode 6, ladies, if you want to see him. Episode 6. And he's David, and he plays the part of Ricky. Don't follow him. That's what he says. So thank you so much. Before you go, I know this is about the ladies, but I'd like you to pick one of these words that totally describes you. All right.
Limitless.
He is limitless. He's going for the best. A little bit of blue pill, red pill, right?
Blue pill, limitless. I love that word.
Awesome. So thank you again for being on our show, Woman on Fire TV. I am your host, Allison. We're here at the reception of My Roommates and Escort. You can find them at myroommatesandescort.com. Hi, welcome back to Woman on Fire TV. I am Allison, your host, and today we're at the reception of My Roommates and Escort. We are interviewing a number of the actors, producers, and other people who are supporters of the show. I'm so happy to have with us this evening, and she's one of the actors on the show. And tell us who you are and what you do.
Who I am. So my name is Aisha Ivlina. I am an actor, and I act. But on the show, I play Christy, the neighborhood waitress.
So if you've ever needed a waitress, this is the show to look at. This is your girl. How long have you been an actress? I've met a lot of people who've been here for a while. So have you been an actress for a long time, or is this your first show?
Well, I hold a degree in theater studies from York University. So I've been acting for quite some time. Pursued it professionally. I have an agent. Now I audition. Got to be on TV a couple times, thank God. Cast me, please. I love it. I've been doing it for, I guess, around 5 years. No, sorry, 5 years professionally, yes.
Hey, listen, Woman on Fire is about... about pursuing your goals and your dreams and doing whatever you have to make that dream come true. That's you.
My queen, yes. My goal for this summer is to book a recurring role on a television show. But yeah, I work at a restaurant, do my job, but keeps me humble,
That's good. Humble is good, but you're also building your dream.
Yes. Definitely building my dream. One tiny step at a time, one job and shine glass at a time.
She's amazing. She's a diva. So if you're looking for an actress, you're looking for a commercial person,
I'll do anything.
she'll do it. Well, you know what I say is all calls experience, and you never know who you're going to meet when you embrace one of these opportunities. So I take a look at it and call it an opportunity to grow yourself, grow your business, grow your brand.
Yes, all about growing the brand, really. Especially now with like the social media climate that we live in, where you kind of have to be on and like have a following in order to kind of advance yourself in this world, because there's so many outlets for content, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot with social media. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter. You can find us on Woman on Fire. Woman on Fire. womanonfire.ca, Woman on Fire TV, Woman on Fire Network. We're Woman on Fire everywhere. Not plural, singular, woman, because we speak to the individual. Okay, so tell us, where do you see the show going? Where would you like to see it going?
Oh, I got plans for Katie. I was literally just talking to her. I'm like, girl, I can smell your Canadian Screen Award. Mark this day, April 20th. In like 6 months' time, we'll be seeing nominations for Katie Ullman for a Canadian Screen Award, and I called it. Anyway, so that's where I see it. I think right now we live in a climate where if you make your own work, that's half the battle, because everybody has an idea of like what they want to do, but following up and like actually doing it and working to get your stuff made, those are the people that get the recognition, because we can all be dreamers, right? And so what I see for this show is, I guess, hopefully like an HBO deal, who knows? But even so, I see for Katie great things that'll lead for future opportunities for her career.
Awesome. That's great that you're able to not only want to be successful for yourself, but you're looking for success for Katie. And her mom, they've done a lot for everybody. Everybody on the show seems to be really happy, and a great group of people.
Well, I think when one succeeds, in a way we all succeed, if that makes sense, because like we're all in the thick of it together. This profession, when you're starting out, is difficult, and like it's trying, you know what I mean? And so I think if Katie can win a Canadian Screen Award and I see her, I'm like, I know her, I know what she did, I can take her out for coffee and ask her what she did, and then maybe one day I'll have my own Canadian Screen Award too. And an Oscar.
And an Oscar. This girl has big dreams, and I'm all about chasing your dreams to the bitter end. Focus, commitment, consistency will get you there. Commitment is a key.
Commitment.
You commit to what you want to do and where you want to go. I mean, right now, it's not full time, but I'm looking forward to seeing you on the big screen. Look out for Woman on Fire TV so that I can say, I know you, I met this girl early on. Because you're right, we do need, it's hard in the beginning, it's tough. We're looking for support, and we want people to be there for us, not just when we make the success, on the way up the ladder as well. So all the glory, all the power to you. I wish you all the best, and I will look out for you.
Oh, I'll look out for you.
Yeah, Woman on Fire.
Woman on Fire. I got you, Allison. I got you, Allison.
This girl's a diva. Look out for her. Where can we find you?
Where can you find me? On social media, you can find me at Aisha Evelina, and that's also on Twitter and Facebook. And my latest appearance was on Working Mom, CBC. And now I'm just auditioning, and I'm looking to book a recurring role in a show this summer.
Okay, awesome. So she's doing her thing. She's building her dream, and you can find her at myroommatesandescort.com. Okay, so they're live. They're a web-based TV show, comedy, and she's one of the actresses. Thank you so much for being part of our interview and being at the reception for My Roommates and Escort. Thank you so much.
Allison, you're the bomb. Oh my God, I love Allison. Yeah.
Woman on Fire TV. With us here, one of the actors. He's actually on episode 6, Jake Raymond, who plays John. So tell us a little bit about what you do on the show, and we would like to say also welcome to Woman on Fire TV.
Thank you very much for having me. So in episode 6, we see Trisha's character, Heather, venturing into the world of the bar and trying to pick up guys. And I'm the guy she goes to pick up, and then as soon as I find out she's from the Sioux, I'm not impressed, as I'm a bit of an asshole and like the city girls. So
okay. Okay, so he said he's not very nice on the show, but just remember, this is a comedy show, so he's doing what he does best, and he is John. You know, there always is a John, so he's John. So tell me something, Jake. Jake. How long have you been in acting? Because I've met a lot of people, and they've been in acting for a while. So have you been in acting for a while?
Yep, this is going on year 6 of pursuing the acting career. I got a kinesiology degree and was set to be a teacher, but then had a little taste of film, kind of auditioned as a joke for a film, got a part, and then day one on set, I knew this was what I had to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow. That is deep, you know. That's one of those things, like, you know, it's an opportunity you kind of fall into, and you don't realize it, but that's really cool that happened to you. So no more kinesiologists, right?
No. I put my degree on a shelf to collect some dust, and all about chasing the acting career now.
Okay, well, congratulations. That's good. I always tell people that we all have a gift. We always all have something that's really important to us, and we should try to be that. You know what I mean? So I think that's where all your happiness comes from, being that person inside of you. So congratulations for recognizing that at an early stage in your career.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. It's, when you find what you love, that's what you got to stick to.
That's great. So tell me something. What is your challenge for the show? I know it's a comedy, and sometimes people like playing comedy shows, and so other people find it a little bit of a stretch because they've been into serious stuff. What did you find was one of your major challenges with the show?
Well, I think because Trish and I are such good friends in real life, it was hard to actually be mean to her on set. So I know we had a conversation the day we were shooting. It's like, okay, so anything I say to you, it's not, we're just acting, right? So yeah, I think when you have an actor who's a close friend and then have to be, a little mean to them, it's a little tricky.
Okay, so I definitely have to look at episode 6 because everybody keeps talking about it. David Emmanuel talked about it. Now you're talking about it. So I think I'm going to do episode 6. So if you want to watch episode 6, you know where to go to, everybody. MyRoommatesAndEscort.com, web-based comedy show. Today we're at the reception, and we have here with us Jake. And Jake, tell me, where would you like to see the show going?
I hope it gets turned. It's a web series right now. I would love her network to pick it up. I think Katie and Trish deserve that. They've worked so hard, and they deserve to get an even bigger audience and see all the success that should be coming their way.
Well, you're on the web. 7 billion people on the earth. About half of those people can go online. Don't you think that's a big audience?
It is a big audience. Well, then how about we'll say TV brings a little bit more money that the ladies deserve. So we'll go
okay, great. So we're looking for the moolah people. So we're here wishing the best success and all, whatever you want to come true for yourself. Big screen, small screen, this show, other shows, movies, and so on. We want to wish you the best in all your endeavors. And thank you for sharing your pursuit of what in your heart, because that's what Woman on Fire is about. And you're a man on fire, not a woman. He's a man on fire, but he's doing what is the essence of Woman on Fire. That is pursuing your passion.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, awesome. So this is Woman on Fire TV. We're with one of the actors from My Roommates and Escort, and you can find them at myroommatesandescort.com. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Woman on Fire TV. I am your host, Allison. We're here this evening at the reception of My Roommates and Escort. And we're interviewing some of the actors, the producers, and so on. And we have with us today our executive producer, one, as he told me, of the executive producers. He's also an actor. His name is Matthew Wilson. Such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Awesome. So tell me something. You're the executive producer. That's a lot of work, as well as being an actor. So tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, the executive producer, I didn't do very much. I have a small part playing in the show and a small executive producer role. I was brought in. I asked to come in. I thought it was a wonderful project I wanted to be a part of, and it's a great little role too. So I'm doubling up duties, but it was great. I loved it very much, and it's great to be a part of something like this. And this thing's really got some legs. Like, it's really catching on.
Yeah, I can see that. It's almost like Woman on Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, we're catching on. Yeah, we're hot. We're hot. Oh, we're on fire. That's awesome. So how long have you been an actor?
Well, I'm 43. Since I was a kid, quite a while. Yeah.
So what made you what made you want to be part of this?
Well, I love Trish and Katie, and it was getting on. It was getting a lot of momentum. And I knew that it wasn't going to go away. I had read the script. I knew that it was really good. I knew it was going to be tight. I liked the editor. I think now, as I've gotten older, I want to be a part of things that I really believe in. And I really believed in this. So that's why I wanted to act in it, but I also wanted to have some sort of a producer, some sort of an executive role in it.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because Woman on Fire really is about pursuing your passion, pursuing your dream, doing what you believe in. And you're right. You're in your 40s. You've just had an addition to your family. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have a little boy, and his name's Thatcher, and Thatcher's 2. And a month ago, Thatcher has a little brother. His name is Beckett.
All right. Right, so he has a little actor in the family. And you know, I always say family comes first, but pursuing your passion is also right up there. So good for you for recognizing that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's a lot of work. I mean, I don't know what's more work, doing these sorts of things or raising the family. I think raising the family. They're 24 hours. They don't stop.
Yeah, the family never goes away, but there's so much pleasure in it, and knowing that you've created a small being.
Yeah, right. And they're growing, and they don't stop eating.
They keep growing.
They keep growing. Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me something. Well, you just had a family, so I'm supposing that was a little bit of a challenge, just having a baby and doing the show.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I've been doing this quite a while, and I have a 2-year-old, so I work a lot. I'm really driven. So no, it wasn't. I have a very supportive wife. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be able to do any of the things that I'm able to do, personally or professionally. So having a wife that's very supportive really is key, and she keeps things on an even keel.
You know what? I love when men talk about their wives. I love when partners talk about their other partners, because we do need that. Support is key, especially when you're out there doing all these different things, and being able to know that your partner is there with you, even not in person, but in spirit. So kudos to your wife. She sounds like a woman on fire.
She is. She is a woman on fire, let me tell you. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. She's home tonight nursing our baby. So hello, Jacqueline. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, Jacqueline, your husband had so many beautiful words to say about you. He told me that you're a woman on fire. And I know you're going to see this because we're going to be online next week, 8 p.m. Wednesday at womanonfire.com. So do check us out. So thank you. Tell us, what do you see for the future of the show?
I have a few ideas. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I think is going to happen, but I don't think that this is the end, that's for sure.
Great. Well, every single cast member had that to say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of future. They're looking at TV shows, maybe a movie, a sitcom, whatever. Are your thoughts along those lines?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously we have something special, and we want to build on the momentum. And, now we're getting some offers, and we're talking to a lot of people, and it's great to get that buzz. I mean, it's hard when it starts to, it's not that it's unraveling. It's kind of hard sometimes to keep track of everything. So, but Katie and Trish and David, they really have a good grasp. Stephanie Baird, they really have a good grasp. I'm very, very isolated. They look after things, and that's wonderful. They're the ones that are in charge, and they should be in charge. They're doing all this.
So basically, they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
They're doing all the heavy lifting. I'm just kind of on the periphery.
I like how you're giving, and I think that's one thing I like about listening to every single person that came through here so far. It's all about you guys supporting each other. That's really positive to hear.
Yeah, and I think that, in addition to doing good work with good people, I find that you have to nowadays create your own content. And if you're going to create your own content, work with good people. Work with people that you trust, and work with people that are passionate about the project.
Passion, that's my key word. One of my boss words is being passionate about what you do. And everybody here seems to love acting. They love being on the show, and that's amazing. And I think that's where all your success is going to come from, people having so much faith in what they're doing.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Okay, awesome. Well, we want to wish you the best with the show. We'll keep looking at it. Where can we find you?
On Facebook, Matthew Wilson with 2 T's and 2 L's. And Twitter, MattyBoy5150.
Okay, awesome. We also find the show at myroommatesandescort.com, and you can go online anytime and check that out, even this evening. So you can check us out as well. We're online every Wednesday, Woman on Fire TV. Want to say before we go, pick one of your words from our board here.
Oh boy. Well, I'm certainly not flexible.
He's not flexible.
I don't think I'm very I think it's a toss-up between love and focused. I would say maybe focused. Although I do have a hard time paying attention to things, so maybe not focused. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, hustler? I don't know about hustler. I don't know. That's very hard. Savvy. I like savvy.
He likes savvy.
Yeah.
So he's a focused savvy.
Has anybody else picked savvy?
No.
Well, then I'll be savvy.
He's going to be savvy. Well, thank you so much. This is Woman on Fire TV, and we're at the reception of My Roommates and Escort.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
here at Woman on Fire TV, and we're interviewing a couple of the guests who was at the reception for My Roommates and Escort. So good evening, and if you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm Kathy Finch.
Hi, I'm Mike Finch.
Oh, Mike, Mr. and Mrs. Finch. Very awesome. So how were you enjoying the evening, Mr. Finch?
It's very pleasant. It's a really nice time. There's a super lot of nice people here, and everybody's just so friendly.
It's a fabulous evening. Everybody's dressed up and lovely, and just a fun night.
You're having fun regardless of the rain, right?
Oh yes, regardless of the rain, that was fun.
That is not fun getting here. Okay.
It's a long drive.
Okay, where did you come from?
We're from Paris.
Paris, Ontario, right? Oh.
Yeah.
It would have been that would have been a long drive. And what is it you like about the show?
Well, the quirkiness of the humor. It's just so off the wall, and it just made me laugh, you know, and it was just such a good time and so relaxing to watch.
It was very good. We watched it, and it was just hysterical. I want them to do another one.
And so you want a sitcom?
Oh yes, I do. It's very good.
We want them to be a huge success.
Isn't it great? It's all Canadian made, and somebody was just saying that it was all Canadian made. It's so amazing. They're so young.
And so very well supported by so many different people. It's great because one of the other actors is from Paris as well. And we've met 3 or 4 of the other actors, and we met Trish and Katie at Steph and Brad's house. And we got to meet them there first time, and they're just really nice people. Just a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're very talented and very young. They can bring so much to comedy. Like, it can be dark comedy or it can be funny, you know, it's really good. Yeah, very good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. All right, so have yourself a pleasant evening, and make sure and get home safely, okay? Because you got a long drive.